the Red-Headed League. One day last autumn, I went to see my friend Sherlock Holmes. He was talking to a fat old man with red hair. I wanted to go away, but Holmes pulled me into the room and closed the door.
"You came at a good time, Watson," Holmes said. "I thought you were busy. I am busy. But stay. This is Mr. Wilson. He helped me in many cases. He will help us today, too." Mr. Wilson stood up a little and said hello. "Sit on the sofa."
"There," Holmes said. He sat in his chair and put his fingers together. "Watson, you like strange stories. You wrote about my work. Thank you." Holmes said to Wilson, "Please tell your story again." Watson did not hear the start. "I need all the details." Wilson took an old newspaper from his coat. He looked at the advertisements. I looked at Wilson. He was a normal shopman. He was fat and slow. He wore gray trousers and a black coat. Nothing was special except his very red hair and his unhappy face. Holmes smiled at me. He said, "This man worked with his hands. He uses snuff. He is a Freemason. He was in China. He writes a lot." Wilson jumped up. "Mr. Holmes, how do you know that? Your right hand is bigger than your left hand. You worked with it. That is true. I was a ship carpenter. And the snuff and the Freemason pin on your shirt?" Wilson laughed loudly. "At first, I thought you were very clever, but now I see it is not magic." Holmes said to me, "Watson, I should not explain everything." "Mr. Wilson, can you find the advertisement?" "Yes. Here it is. This is where it all started." "Please read it, sir." I took the paper and read it. "To the Red-Headed League, a rich American man left money for men with red hair. There is a new job. You can get £4 every week for easy work. Red-headed men over 21 years can apply. Come on Monday at 11 o'clock to Duncan Ross, 7 Pope's Court, Fleet Street." "What does this mean?" I asked. Holmes laughed. "It is strange, isn't it? Now, Mr. Wilson, tell us about yourself and this advertisement." Holmes said to me, "Watson, write down the paper and the date. It is the Morning Chronicle, 27 April 1890. Wilson wiped his face. "Mr. Holmes, I have a small pawn shop in Coburg Square. The shop is not big. I can live, but I do not earn much money. I have one assistant now. His name is Vincent Spaulding. He works for half pay because he wants to learn the business. He is smart. He can find a better job, but he stays with me." "Does he take photos?" Holmes asked. "Yes, that is his problem. He takes photos and goes to the cellar. But he is a good worker." "Do you live alone?" "No. Spaulding lives with me. A girl of 14 cooks and cleans. I have no wife and no children. We live quietly. 8 weeks ago, Spaulding came to me with this paper. He said, 'Mr. Wilson, I wish I had red hair. There is a new job in the Red-Headed League. It pays good money. I stay at home a lot.'" Wilson's.
I did not know about this league.
Never heard of it?
That is surprising. You can apply. The pay is about £200 a year. The work is easy. Wilson's ears went up. His business was not good. Extra money would help.
Spaulding explained. A rich American, Ezekiah Hopkins, loved men with red hair. When he died, trustees used his money to help red-headed men in London. The hair must be bright red, not light red or dark red. Wilson looked at his hair. It was bright red. Spaulding knew a lot about the league. Wilson closed the shop for the day. Spaulding said, "Come with me now." He was happy to have a holiday. We closed the shop and went to the address in the advertisement. "Mr. Holmes, I never saw so many red-headed men. They came from the north, south, east, and west. Fleet Street was full of them. Pope's Court looked like a market of red hair. There was yellow hair, orange hair, brown hair, but not many men had bright red hair like mine. I wanted to go home. There were too many people." But Spaulding would not listen. He pushed me through the crowd to the office steps. Many men went up the stairs with hope. Many came down with sad faces. We went up too. Holmes said, "Please continue." The office was very small. There were only 2 wooden chairs and a table. Behind the table sat a small man. His hair was even redder than mine. He spoke to each man for a short time. He always found a small problem and said no. So the job was not easy to get. When it was our turn, the man was much nicer to me than to the others. He closed the door. "This is Mr. Jabez Wilson," Spaulding said. "He wants the job in the league." "You are perfect for it," the man said. He looked at my hair for a long time. I felt shy. Then he pulled my hair with both hands to see if it was real. It hurt, and my eyes watered. He said they were careful because some men use wigs or paint. Then he opened the window and shouted that the job was full. The other men went away in different directions. "My name is Duncan Ross," he said. "I also get money from the league fund. Are you married? Do you have children?" "No," I said. He looked very serious. The money was also to help families with red hair.
I thought he would not get the job, but after a few minutes he said it was all right for me because my hair was so bright. "I already have a pawn shop," I said.
"Do not worry," Spaulding said. "I can watch your shop." "What are the hours?" I asked. "From 10 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon," Ross said. That was good for me.
My shop is busy in the evening, especially on Thursday and Friday before payday. You must stay in the office, or at least in the building, all the time, Ross said. If you go out, you lose the job forever. What is the work? I asked.
"You must copy the Encyclopedia Britannica," he said. "Here is the first book. We give the table and chair. You bring ink, pens, and paper. Can I start tomorrow?" "Yes," I said. He said goodbye and congratulated me again. I went home with Spaulding. I was very happy. But in the evening, I thought again. Maybe it was a trick. Maybe nobody pays good money only to copy a book. Spaulding tried to make me feel better. I almost did not go the next day. The next day I took ink and paper and went to Pope's Court. Everything was ready. Mr. Ross started me on the letter A and sometimes came to check me. At 2 o'clock he locked the door and paid me on Saturday 4 gold coins every week. This went on for 8 weeks. I wrote about abbots, archery, armor, and many words under A. I did not leave the room because I did not want to lose the job. Then this morning the door was locked. A small card was on the door. It said, "The Red-Headed League is dissolved. 9 October, 1890. Holmes and I looked at the card. We laughed. Wilson was angry. "This is not funny."
No, Holmes said. "Please sit down. This case is very interesting. What did you do?"
I did not know what to do. I asked in the offices nearby. Nobody knew the league. I asked the landlord downstairs. He never heard of the Red-Headed League. I asked about Duncan Ross. He said the red-haired man was William Morris, a lawyer. He moved out yesterday. He said the new address was 17 King Edward Street. I went there. It was a factory for artificial knees. Nobody knew Morris or Ross. "What did you do then?" Holmes asked. I went home. Spaulding said to wait for a letter. That was not enough. "I heard you help people, so it came to you. You did the right thing," Holmes said. "Maybe this is more serious than it looks." "I lost 4 pounds a week," Wilson said. "But you earned 30 pounds and learned many words under A, Holmes said. "You did not lose money. You want to know who they are and why they did this?" "Yes. It cost them 32 pounds. "We will find answers." "How long has Spaulding worked for you?" "About 1 month. He answered an advertisement. 12 men applied. "Why did you choose him?" "He was useful and cheap. Half wages." "What does he look like?" "He is small and strong. He moves fast. He has no beard. He is about 30. He has a white mark from acid on his forehead." Holmes sat up fast. "I thought so. Are his ears pierced for earrings?" "Yes. He said a gypsy did it. when he was a boy. Holmes thought deeply. Is he still at the shop? Yes, I left him there this morning. The shop was fine. Thank you, Mr. Wilson. I will tell you my answer in a day or two. When Wilson left, Holmes asked me, What do you think, Watson? I do not understand it. Strange stories are often simple. I need to think. Do not talk to me for 50 minutes. Holmes smoked and closed his eyes. Then he jumped up. Sarasate plays at St. James's Hall today. Come with me, Watson. We took the Underground to Aldersgate and walked to Saxe-Coburg Square. It was a small, poor, quiet square. Wilson's pawnshop had 3 gold balls outside, the sign of a pawnshop. Holmes looked at the shop and walked up and down the street. Then he knocked on the door. A young, clean-shaven man opened it. Holmes asked, How do I go to the Strand? 3rd right. 4th left, the man said quickly and closed the door. A smart man, Holmes said. Maybe the 4th smartest man in London. You wanted to see the assistant, not the way, I said. No, I wanted to see his trousers' knees. Why did you hit the pavement with your stick? Now we observe, Watson. We are like spies. We walked around the corner to a big busy street with many shops. Holmes named the buildings: a tobacconist, a bank, a restaurant, a carriage shop. Now, doctor, work is finished. Let us eat and go to the concert. In the afternoon, Holmes listened to music and was very happy. His face looked dreamy, not like the sharp detective I knew. But I felt danger was coming for the criminals he hunted. When we left, Holmes said, Go home, Watson. I have work. This case is serious. A crime is planned. We can stop it. I need you tonight at 10. Bring your gun. He left in the crowd.
I did not understand what he knew. I thought about the red-headed league, the shop, and the bank. At 9:15, I came to Baker Street. 2 cabs waited outside. Holmes talked with 2 men, Peter Jones from Scotland Yard and Mr.
Merriweather from the bank, a thin, sad man in a black coat. Our group is ready, Holmes said. Watson, this is Jones. This is Merriweather. Tonight's game is bigger than cards. For you, Miss Merriweather, £30,000 are at risk, Holmes said. For you, Jones, the man is John Clay, a thief and forger, one of the best criminals in London. I hope we do not chase a wild goose, Merriweather said. Trust Holmes, Jones said. It is after 10. Let us go, Holmes said. Holmes was quiet in the cab. We drove through London to Farringdon Street. We are near, Holmes said. Merriweather is a bank director. Jones is brave and will not let go. We walked through a narrow passage and down stone steps behind iron doors. Merriweather lit a lantern. We entered a large dark cellar full of boxes. Holmes looked around. Not easy to attack from above. Merriweather hit the floor with his stick. The floor sounded hollow. Please be quiet, Holmes said. You can break our plan. Sit on those boxes. Holmes knelt and looked at the floor with a magnifying glass. Then he stood up. We have about 1 hour, he said. We are in the cellar of a big London bank. The bank keeps French gold here, 30,000 gold coins. Criminals want this gold. We must turn off the light and wait, Holmes said. Hide behind the boxes. When I shine my light, run fast. Watson, if they shoot, you can shoot too. I put my gun ready. Holmes turned off the lantern. It was completely dark and cold. We waited in silence. Holmes whispered, They can only go back to Wilson's shop. Jones, our men at the front door. Yes. An inspector and 2 policemen. Good. Now we wait. It felt like all night, but it was only about 1 hour. I was tired and afraid to move. I heard my friends breathing. Then I saw a small light on the floor. It became a yellow line. A hand came up through the stones and moved in the light. Then the hand went away. Everything was dark again. For a minute, a hand came up through the floor, then went back. A stone moved. A hole opened. Light came up. A young man climbed out. A small man with red hair followed. "It's clear," he whispered. "Do you have the bags?" Holmes caught the first man. The second man tried to escape down the hole. Jones caught his coat. A gun fell when Holmes hit the man's arm. "It's no use, John Clay," Holmes said. Clay smiled. "You did well. Your red-headed league trick was clever." Police took Clay away. Merriweather thanked Holmes for saving the bank gold. Later at Baker Street, Holmes told me again the league was only a trick to keep Wilson away. Clay dug from the cellar to the bank. When the office closed, the tunnel was ready. They chose Saturday night to steal and escape on Sunday. "You see every step," I said. "Yes," Holmes said. "Now I need a little rest, and maybe another strange case soon."